Hello ladies, blokes and non-binary folks, it's Ant here, and I took a week off because I'd got that Mellow Gaming Recommends done, the end of year extravaganza, which, some people have watched, been alright. It was, made in a couple of weeks, which is how those end of year ones tend to be, because I usually have the footage already recorded. But it's out there now, so you can see what games I played last year that I liked. But today, we're playing games that I played when I was a kid. This is the Atari 50 collection. We got this in at work the other week. I work at CEX, and I had a voucher because I, hit sales targets and stuff, and I used some of the voucher on this. And this is an interesting collection. Retro game collection. It's not your normal retro game collection that just gives you the library and goes with it. And you can get the library. You can press Y and you can get the library here. Let's see, there's reimagined versions of old games, and you can go to the original arcade games and Atari 2600 games and Atari Lynx games, and even some friggin' Atari Jaguar games are on here. It really there's about 100 games on this collection. But what I wanted to show you was some of the presentation of it, because it's kind of interesting. It's presented on a timeline, and if you don't want to just play through the library and just pick out games randomly, because the thing is, a lot of these old games kind of, they've aged poorly. But if you play the timeline, you get it's like a documentary, and I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm a little way through this one. All the stuff that's white I've already looked at, and I'm going through everything. But you see, you'll have the box art to look at. You'll have information about a rival console in television that released at the same time. And as you go along, there'll be games, and then you can play the game. So you just you've had your little bit of information. You've had some background on the game. There's a video about Sword Quest that can play, and then you can play the game, which is pretty interesting. Really interesting way of presenting. I'm going to go up to where I am. I'm up to Millipede. So let's play a little bit of Millipede, and we'll look down some of the other stuff that's on here. Because like I say, this is a really interesting way of presenting a collection. Let's open it up. We need to zoom in to get the completion on it. Boom, and then that goes ping. That's how you get the percentage. There's hidden games as well, and I need to figure out how to unlock them. You probably have to be good at stuff, and I'm not good at stuff. But this is the Atari VCS. Atari 2600 version of Millipede. We'll play a little bit of this, but you can go onto here and you can choose variations. Some games will give you a black and white mode, because some of the games were designed for black and white TVs in the late 70s. Standard play, starting score. We're just going to standard play. Let's see how bad I am. Geez, the Atari 2600. B to fire. I used to be pretty decent at Centipede. Whoop. Do you know Millipede was designed by... Was this one of the ones Steve Jobs worked on? Or was this one of the ones that, what's his face, Mark Cerny worked on? I can't remember. Oh, get over that. Don't want to be squished. Oh god, I'm getting fudged. There we go. Oh jeez, bugs. But man, this is what you want the high def stuff for. To play Millipede. You can... Oh shit. Classic sound effects. You can do stuff to adjust. I press start, that changes the game mode. But you can do screen things. You can put it full screen, you can put it widescreen. But I think because this is a bit of a sort of documentary thing, I kind of like the screen on this one. Normally I wouldn't. But I kind of dig the screen presentation on it. Look at that. Got him straight in the middle there. But you can also put a filter on, so you have the TV filter. I've been leaving it on though, just because, like I say, the documentary feel of it is kind of going into it, if you get what I mean. There's borders you can switch on off. Some games have a few more graphical settings on them. But really, good lord, that noise. That is not a fun noise. Let's get the DT, not the DDT, it's DDT normally. Yeah, it's a classic. God damn, I didn't see that coming. But yeah, I like retro collections. I like to collect them up. They're good, especially for a channel on YouTube. Pro tip, if you've got a YouTube channel and you regularly reference various other games that exist, instead of stealing someone's videos, such as has happened to my channel today, someone pinched my old Advance Wars video, and I press start again. That restarts the game. Start just starts up the other game mode, because that's how it worked on the old things. Let's quit out of this. Someone pinched my old Advance Wars video, the one that's got like a couple 100,000 views, and they've started a channel today, it seems, when I'm recording this, or a few days ago, and they've just been uploading other people's videos, but in like 360p, like it's the fucking, 1920s. Here we go, look. It's Millipede on the Atari 5200. Got 2 versions of it. This is kind of interesting, because now we get to see how this game was updated for the next gen console. That was the 5200, where it never got released. While visuals closely resemble Millipede's arcade inspiration, this prototype port of the sequel to Centipede was never commercially released for the 5200, likely due to gameplay speed issues. Let's see what those gameplay speed issues are. Has this got any... Some of them have, like, little tweaks you can do to them. Some of the modernised versions of the old games are pretty interesting. Which button was... Oh no, I select... There you go. Press start... I don't know what I did there. Oh, that's quite a lot better. Not as fast moving as the original, we'll say. Better sound effects though. It's mono as well, I'm just noticing. Oh god. Because I've been playing this on my TV the whole time. I'm terrible at this game. I notice this is mono. You want to get them as they come through there. You want to sort of like block their path and make them all collapse together. But I'm trying to think when I first probably played Millipede. Probably played Centipede and Millipede on the ZX. Might have been a ZX Spectrum, but I won't right into that. Yeah, that's Millipede. It looks a bit different. Let's go to something else. I'm not about playing the games on this. This isn't a demonstration of the games. I'm demonstrating the Atari 50 collection. What's that? Cover art of the original for the console versions of Millipede by artist Hiro Kimura. Millipedo. It's quite cool. What we got here? Crystal Castles for the Atari 2600. I played the arcade version earlier. I was pretty bad at it. I like how you can rotate this around and get a look at the back of it. Crystal Castles. This is one that sort of holds up a little bit, to be fair. Like Adventure holds up quite a bit as well. I quite enjoyed playing Adventure for a little bit. What selections have we got? Oh, you can choose a starting level. Look at that. Imagine that in games nowadays. That'd be cheating. Has this got a black and white mode? No. Shame. I keep pressing A to play, but it's not, it's X. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. God, you can barely collect the things. I think this is one of the games that might have been compatible with the trackball controller they did. Oh, jeez, what are you doing, mate? Jesus Christ. It just really does look like the Crystal Castles that we remember, doesn't it? I remember when I was a kid, the main games I used to play on Atari 2600, because a friend of mine had one. I didn't, I had a ZX Spectrum. But one of the main games we played was actually the original Mario Brothers arcade game. Oh, he's dead. He also used to play the Popeye game. Never played. I don't know if I ever played Donkey Kong on the 2600. Can't collect them, guys. Really, there you go. You know what this doesn't have, and they probably should have put it on. Oh god, they probably should have put it on. It was E.T. just for completion's sake. It does mention the game. There we go. We did it, mate. We made it. Yeah, kill 'em all, Bentley Bear. I don't know where that comes from, but I remember it being stuck in my head from somewhere. What? I didn't hit anything. What are you on about? Frickin' this game. What did I get hit by there? The tree disappeared. That's cheating. Oh, the ghost trees. Okay, that's probably just your typical Atari 2600 game bullshit, isn't it? Because some of these games are full of that. Oh, where you dead, Bentley Bear? Bentley Bear can go to hell. I'll turn the border off. Put my border back. I like the border. There you go, that's better. Right. Normally I wouldn't like the border, but I just think it's neat on this. Meet the new boss. Warner sold Atari's home and computer division to Jack Tramiel. He ended up former CEO CEO of Commodore. Didn't he end up working at Sony? Tramiel laid off most of the staff, slimmed Atari down considerably to focus on a new generation of home computers, not video games. There's a lot of stuff going on in this history. It's kind of interesting when you see about the boss who took over from Warner Brothers, who just was scared to release a lot of stuff, which is why there's quite a lot of unreleased prototypes in this game. I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep working at Atari, and a little while later a layoff package came, and that was one of the saddest moments of my life. Howard Scott Warshaw, designer of Yar's Revenge. I am terrible at Yar's Revenge. There is too much going on in that game. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. What's this? Very few console games were released in America in 1985. This mentions the video game crash of the 80s, but it talks about it like a lot of these things do, a lot of YouTubers do, as if it was some worldwide thing that took out the entire industry. It wasn't, it was an American thing. Nowhere else got affected. Everywhere else was fine. Like, we had quite a budding games industry here in the UK at the time. Microcomputers were going crazy. This is days before the NES came around. Anyway, one of them was Bounty Bob Strikes Back by Bill Hogue, the sequel to Miner 2049er. This Atari 5200 version, released in limited quantities to few players still using their platform, is by far the rarest game on the system. Is it now? I'm going to steal one from someone. Didn't do a great job of making. They could have put a reflective texture on that sticker, couldn't they? Good. Well, it's one of the rarest games, and I've got it right here. Right, see? Exactly the same as owning the real thing. They really loved that rainbow effect, didn't they, on these old games? Bounty Bob Strikes Back, look at that. Is that credits on the game? God, didn't have credits back in my day. Press start, there you go. Bob's more... coughing fit. That's why I didn't record a video last week. Do I have I collected a gun. Can I shoot it? What are the controls on this version? Oh god, I reset it. Start resets it. Hold on. Controls. Just jump. Of course, it's an Atari 2600 game, isn't it? But I've got a gun. Oh yeah, you can jump on the enemies on this one, can't you? It reminds me a lot of like Chucky Egg and stuff. I've got a feeling Chucky Egg was intended to be I'll walk straight into that. I've got a feeling Chucky Egg was intended to be a bit of a Miner 2049er clone back in the day. Okay, when I get the gun, they're vulnerable. Okay. I don't want to get hit by him. I don't know what's going on. This game sucks. How dare this be the rarest game on the system? I'm not here to show you the games in depth. I just want to show this Atari 50 collection. Originally meant to be released in 1984, the next generation Atari 7800 console was put on ice until the video game market started to make a comeback in 1986. What happened in 1986 that caused the video game industry to make a comeback? Maybe it wasn't a video game industry crash. Maybe it was just an Atari crash. I think that's probably a more accurate way of putting it, isn't it? In addition to playing its own lineup of games, it was fully backwards compatible with Atari 2600 cartridges. What a treat. Pro-line controller, look at that. The Atari, included with the Atari 7800, which included a joystick and two fire buttons, was originally designed as an upgraded 2600 controller. It's a much better controller, to be fair. The 2600 controller was just shite. We used to mess around with that. I think you could plug Mega Drive pads into Ataris though, if I remember rightly. Ah, look at that, a joypad. Only sold in Europe. I remember these. This gamepad gave players a control similar to the ones included on Nintendo and Sega game systems at the time. A small joystick could be screwed in the middle of the directional pad. I remember them. And yeah, Asteroids. Centipede. We'll do a bit of Asteroids and we'll do a bit of Centipede to go full circle with how we started. Yeah, the Ultimate Astral Classic. How is this going to play? Let's give this a try. Because I've played a few of the other versions of Asteroids on here, and they've been... one of them, like, the asteroids barely go over the field. Where's me controls? It's just going to be direction and shoot, isn't it? Oh no, you got a hyperspace button on this, you got thrust forward. Blimey, they bumped up this game, didn't they? Give me the... There you go. That is a lot flashier than the old version. That's some nice pixel art as well. Yeah, no, the 7800 was fairly capable. Let's get that spaceship. There you go. For the time, this is actually pretty good, wasn't it? Like, even early NES games didn't really look like that great, did they? A lot of people always think of early NES games as like Super Mario Brothers, but Super Mario Brothers wasn't an early NES game. Super Mario Brothers was like a little bit into its run. Whoa, shit. Ah, Jesus. It's kind of nice the way to do this rather than having vector graphics. There's quite a few vector graphic games on here and you can adjust their brightness and stuff like that. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I like Asteroids. It's got computer Space War as well, which is pretty neat. I played a version of that. Well, I played Computer Space, the one where you where you have a black hole to fly around in the middle, and you have like an Enterprise-looking ship. Oh god, I'm getting confused by the direction of it. Okay, it's going to come in this way, isn't it? There you go. Look, I'm great at asteroids. Ah! Game over, I know. We were going to play Centipede though, weren't we? Because I wanted to show that as well. Centipede. Let's see how this looks on the 7800. While the 7800 version of Centipede was certainly a nice looking version that played well, games like it ultimately showed that Atari's attempt to compete in the high-end video game market with ports of 5-year-old arcade games was going to have limited success. It's fine. I'm sure it looks great. Let's have a look. It doesn't look much better than the 5600 version here, does it? Nah, I'm kidding. It looks fine. Start. This could have looked better. But at least it's not just random blocks now. It actually does look like Centipede though. This looks like the arcade game. Let's get them trapped in the middle. Get lost, bugs. Come here. Nah. Oh, shit. I didn't get away from him quick enough. Come through here. There you go. I want to catch you. Oh god, they're coming for me. But they'll sneak off and they'll go up. Oh god, there's too many of them. I was screwed there. Just doing bad at this one. Obviously this game's broken. I've split them up into too many pieces. It's going to make it more difficult for me. There you go, got that. Right, let's let him go past. Ah, it's two of them. There's three of them now. God. Game over. Well, that was more amazing game playing skills from me. 2600 Junior. One of my friends had one of these. We had the original wood panel one that my friend had, and one of my friends had one of these ones later. In addition to the 7800, Atari rolled out a smaller budget price revision of the 2600, retailing for just $49.99. It was a very affordable alternative, and Atari began to put more 2600 games on the shelves. Probably a bad idea, probably should have just concentrated on the new system or something. We took an Atari 2600 and we just took a bandsaw and we started cutting the plastic away, and then we hot glued different pieces together and glued some other things together and said, look, we can cut the size of this product by 2/3. And that's in essence how the 2600 Junior started. In fact, I don't think the chipboard inside a 2600 is actually all that big. It doesn't actually fill up the whole thing. Let me go in. Boxing, Secret Quest, more 2600 games. A technical masterpiece for the 2600. Well, I'm going to have to look at this. Is this the 3D? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at this. We're going to play a bit of Solaris to end things, yeah. After creating Star Raiders, that's the 3D one I'm thinking of. Doug Nubars created several 2600 titles, including a licensed game for the movie The Last Starfighter. That game was cancelled in 1984, but Atari later released it as Solaris in 1986. Its space shooter gameplay makes the sequel to Star Raiders in all but name. No game variations available. Oh, you can do black and white though, look at that. Does change the colour. Right. What are the controls? There's only going to be one button, isn't it? It's just going to be up, down, left, right, fire, weapon. Got it. Okay, we need to start it somehow. There you go. Whoa! What happened there? A sprite scare. I don't know what's going on. Ah! I've gone into hyperspace. That's scary. Am I supposed to be shooting these? Oh god, I'm going to hyperspace again. This is... You know, these old games, sometimes they're a little bit I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm doing good or not. Am I supposed to be blowing up planets? I can move this X here. Is there enemy ships? Let's go here. Okay, so that's me going into hyperspace. There's okay, I can see an enemy ship. There we go. This is pretty flashy for a 2600 game, isn't it? Can I hit it? There you go. Hit that as well. Suck it. What's this square thing? Just shooting into the void just in case it flies straight into me. Oh, I'm awesome. This is better than Star Fox. Yeah. Anything else out here? Planets? I think I'm done here. I know what's going on. That's Solaris. I'm bad at that. Anyway, I just wanted to show this Atari collection off a little bit. Look, I'll show you the let's go to sort by year. Actually, that'll be the easiest way to go up. Sorry for coughing. Oh, Emil. These are the new remastered versions of games. There's like these secret ones in here. Don't know what they're all about. I think they're other new games. And things like Maze Invaders, which was a prototype that never got released. All these are unreleased prototypes. Saboteur was kind of fun. I played a bit of that. Really bad at Yar's Revenge still. Vector Sector was kind of neat. It's very sort of Tempesty. Sword Quest Airworld reimagined. Oh yeah, that actually does look like the Atari 2600 game, because that was never released. It was a cancelled one, but yeah, neat stuff. But let's play an Atari 800. Blimey, is that something someone did years later? That must be a homebrew thing or something. Huh. Fight for Life. That's going to be awful, isn't it? Let's play it. Let's just play a little bit of Fight for Life. This is going to be terrible. What's the controls? Up, down, left, right, jump, crouch, step away, step forward, avoid motion, select basic kick, basic left punch, small uppercut, high kick, left side kick. Oh god, there's loads. Did this use the whole number pad or something? Rotate camera? Okay, let's get this going. Fight for Life. Some of these Atari 2600 Jaguar games just look awful. I'm glad I never got into this. Rolling camera, static camera. Let's just go into it. Oh, it's already... You just go begin game. There you go. Kara, Kimura, Lun, Jenny, Ian, Pog. I'm going to have to be Pog. I'm going to be Pog. Oh, it's 3D. Jesus. Oh, this is violent. Oh, this is like friggin'... This is better than Tekken. Whoa, I jumped. How do I... Can I actually... Yeah, I can rotate the camera around. Go on, just moved it. What's it? Give me a combo. Look at that kick. I want to... God, this health's not going down very fast. Was this one that was, like, not released originally? I should check that. I think I remember there was a fighting game that was cancelled for the... Sidesteps, look at that. Cancelled for the Jaguar. Whoop. Crouch. God, it is unresponsive. Not very Pog of you. Look at that. I want to do a fireball or something. It's impressive to have the actual 3D movement though, because that was something that wasn't really a thing on a lot of PS1 era fighting games, was it? I think Tobal was like one of the few... Wait, is Crouch on a toggle? One of the few ones that had... No, it isn't. No. It's just that unresponsive. Yeah, Tobal number 1 was one of the few games that actually had 3D, proper 3D movement going on in it. Air Guys too, that was one. This has got a bit of it. Sidestepping is actually pretty simple. There's a little bit of sidestepping in Tekken and stuff, but I want about actually having the camera move around. I want to beat this guy. Oh, look at that flying kick. I have played much better fighting games. I can't think of many fighting games that feel this janky to play. Headbutted him. Go on. Go on. Boom. What's this punch? A big high kick. I like that. Let's just keep doing that. I will say this is probably better than Rise of the Robots. Oh, I'm right near the edge. That's no good. Can I kick him off the edge, though? I'm trying to boot him off the edge. The camera turning, though, it makes me automatically start moving the other way because I was already pressing that direction. Axe kick. Axe kick. Big kick. Boom. Knock him out. Knock him out. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Pog. Pogs were cool at the time. It's unsurprising that there's a character called Pog. Round 2. Get chuffed. I ain't doing a round 2. You can change music. Oh, it's the replay. No, actually, you can just replay at any time. You can replay the last few seconds. Anyway, that was Fight for Life. That is... It's not great. It's not great. What else is on here? Oh, you got the Super Asteroids and Missile Command, Ruin a Pinball. I'll probably play that quite a bit. That's probably fine. That Missile Command 3D, Atari. That is awful. I played a bit of that the other day. It's terrible. But look, Bentley Bear's in it. Tempest 2000. That's good. That's a classic. I do like Jeff Minter's incredible Tempest 2000. Club Drive. I played a bit of that. It is pretty bad as well. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Moving swiftly on. Malibu Bikini Volleyball. I'm glad they put that on there. Evolution Dino Dudes. Is that friggin... That looks a hell... Just looking at that in the corner, that looks a hell of a lot like Humans. That is Humans. Isn't it? That's Humans. Yeah. Used to play it on the Amiga. That's definitely it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this is Humans. This is the Amiga game Humans. Oh my god, I remember this. It's a puzzle game. You have to get your humans across the level. You'll need 4 dino dudes to play this level. Your tribe now has 12 members. The code for this level is round 1. Okay, I remember this. I remember this game. How do you play it? Right, so you have to... How do you play it? Oh, because you have to like lift things up, don't you? So you want to go there and make him do that. And then how do I... Not that. There we go. We got another guy down here. I remember this. Right, you have to like basically climb up the other guy and then whoop, make a bridge for the other ones to go across. I think. So can you do this? There you go. Right, and then boom, let's get him up there. God, yeah, this is Humans, man. What are they on about with this dino dude bullshit? Right, okay, this should... Oh, they're getting a bit rocky. But it's okay, because I think this guy can get up here. No, not that. I want the... how do you... There you go. There you go, level complete. That was it. I remember this game. God, I'm playing so many... I'm playing this a lot longer than I intended to, this collection. I told you, this is a really cool collection. Now, I wish I'd got this last year. I would have mentioned this in my Games of the Year thing, just because of how it's presented. I love that documentary presentation style and the interviews and things like that. I didn't want to play any interviews during this because, you know, get content ID'd. I'm sure they're in a content ID system somewhere. Cybermorph. But yeah, that is the Atari 50 collection. Just a little bit of it. How much have I done on the third section? 89%, not much more to go. Still got to go through those as well. Dawn of the PCs and 1990s and beyond, that's going to be troublesome. The Lynx games should be fun. The Atari Lynx games are fine. Jaguar games, though, there's really not much on the Jaguar that's any good. Doom, Aliens vs Predator, that's your lot. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side. Update for the Mellow Gaming Recommend stuff. The script for the Castlevania Symphony Night video has been written. Hopefully I can record that soon. It's quite a long one. Like I said, I was off last week because I've had a cough and a sore throat, so hopefully I can record the voiceover for this video without, like, you know, dying. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. Bye!